Do you need good instrumental music for your cinematic videos and edits? I found it, no copyright music. I am Dani Lozano, Formula 1 content creator. As a video editor, I create a bunch of Formula 1 videos last 8 years for my YouTube channel, Floss. I'm an expert finding the best no copyright music for YouTube videos. In this video, you will be able to listen instrumental soundtracks for epic cinematic videos. So let's start with the first song. Can fit well for attribute epic scenes, epic pictures around the nature, around the mountains. The music is increasing, going up. This is for a moment when something good is emerging. And now, the epicness. Now it's time to show you how I use this song in one of my videos. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a content creator about Formula 1. This video, Redemption Day, Daniel Ricciardo, about Daniel Ricciardo, an Australian Formula 1 driver that in 2016 tried very hard to win one of the most special races in the Formula 1 calendar, the Monaco Grand Prix, and for some mistakes of the team, he was not able to achieve that victory. That hurt a lot. 2 years later, he has the opportunity to take the revenge. In the second try, Daniel Ricciardo finally won the Monaco Grand Prix. And that's the context where I use this song.
Today in Monte Carlo, it's Redemption Day for Daniel Ricciardo. He wins!
That moment, punching to the chest like I did it. 2 years later, redemption, and this music.
2 years in the making this, so I finally feel like the redemption has arrived. We won Monaco, so...
The name of the music is Cannonball by Ansia Orchestra. This music was created by Ansia Orchestra. It is an orchestral project consisting of 3 composers. Ansia Orchestra allows to use their music for free as long as you credit them. Are you ready? Let's start to listen it. It's not so epic. Pay attention to the sound at the background. It's a clock. This part is a bit more dark. The clock ticking higher and higher at the background. This is the maximum intensity with the organ sounding at the background as well. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite songs. I will use it in some kind of edit that ends in a bad way or for something inspirational. It can fit for different edits, but definitely I will use it for something that not ends in the right way. That's what I did in my edit. Lost in Time. Obviously the title is a bit synchronized with the song. It's about a German driver, Sebastian Vettel. The most of his achievements starts at the beginning of his career. He was 4 times in a row Formula 1 World Champion.
Sebastian Vettel, you are the world champion! Unbelievable! Sebastian, you're the 2011 world champion. Well done!
Now is where things start to go wrong. The last year of Sebastian Vettel in Red Bull, the team where he achieved all his titles and success.
You have to adapt, it's a new car.
No power.
A clock, I'm using the clock because this music also have a clock at the background.
You must be joking!
He's angry because the car is not competitive. He decided to do a step forward and driving for Ferrari, which is one of the most iconic teams in Formula 1. He tried to get the glory in Ferrari, but he couldn't. That's what I represent using this song.
I want more. I want to win with Ferrari, win the championship.
Sand clock also as a reference to the time.
On the inside, and he's crashed!
Time is running out and he's not getting success in Ferrari.
Is it out of the race? Sebastian Vettel!
There he goes.
Vettel's been spun round! Hamilton's done it! Sebastian Vettel has come off worse!
The time in Ferrari is coming to the end.
When I'm older, when I'm your age, I hope that I'm progressive. You see what I mean? Moving forward and not looking back.
Pay attention how I use the ending of this song with the edit I did at the end of the video. When the kid closes their eyes, coincides with the moment the music ends. Powerful music. This is a good example of how you can use it. The name Olympus by Ross Bagden.
This music was created by Ross Bagden, a composer-producer based in Montreal. You can use his soundtrack Olympus for absolutely anything, including commercial, monetized projects. No need to get permission. There are only 3 rules. Please check it and read with attention before to use his music.
Next song. Absolutely dramatic. Change completely the rhythm of the music. The melody starts to change from something sad or dramatic to something a bit more happy. It changes again to more dramatic music. It's about highs and lows. And this is the maximum. This song is absolutely amazing. I really love it. It's about drama. How I use this song in my video. I use it in a documentary that I made about the rivalry between 2 drivers, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, in the Bahrain circuit. It's one of the best races of the last decade where they pass each other a lot of times. And this is the contest where I use this song. Dramatic but at the same time epic.
Safety car pulls away and the cars fly down the main straight. It's Lewis Hamilton ahead of Nico Rosberg.
Just listen how well fits the music with the action of this race.
But here come the 2 Mercedes into turn 4. It's Rosberg and Hamilton going wheel to wheel. Is that Rosberg squeezing his way? Is that Hamilton squeezing his way? It's Hamilton just in the lead from Nico Rosberg.
It's amazing battle.
Battery is 80%, so use overtake where you need it.
And now the most intense moment of the battle that I made to coincide with the most epic moment of the song.
On the board with Nico Rosberg, into the first turn we go. Is this the lead now for Rosberg? Hamilton manages to stay ahead. There's no team orders going on a Mercedes.
Rosberg will be way quicker out of turn 2. He can get on the throttle, but Hamilton's covered the inside line. And those stinkier tyres from Rosberg giving him better traction too. Will he leave him any space?
He's gone off the
Absolutely not.
track. He's gone completely off the track, Nico Rosberg, but he's certainly not given up yet. He now has to, as Hamilton slots back into the lead again.
In my edit, it was not something so dramatic, it was an amazing battle, but depends on how you use this song. It can fit really well. The name is Flux by Magnus Tellman.
This soundtrack was made by Magnus Tellman. To use his music, I recommend you to send him a private message by social media or write a comment in one of their YouTube videos. Ask him for permission.
I use this song in this edit, Soulmates, Charles Leclerc and Jules Bianchi. It's the story of two persons that are similar in the way they talk, in the way they look. Charles Leclerc is the guy who comes to Formula 1 after Jules Bianchi. Jules Bianchi died in a Formula 1 accident in 2014 when he was close to drive for Ferrari, the biggest team in Formula 1, but he couldn't because he died. And Charles Leclerc, that was one of his best friends, that complete the dream that Jules Bianchi couldn't, to drive for Ferrari.
Did his accident at
Suzuka is the track where Jules Bianchi died in Japan.
in 2014 change your attitude
This is the funeral.
to racing in any way?
And this guy behind the guys crying is Charles Leclerc.
When you're on the track, you know it's risky sometimes.
This is Jules Bianchi talking when he was alive.
When you are doing this sport,
And this is Charles Leclerc.
you know that this is a dangerous sport.
I mean, you're here for that, and that's what we love. So
About the music, you can listen how well fit with this story. Super sad and dramatic.
My father and his father were best friends, and both of our families are extremely close.
Leclerc finally achieved the dream to come to Formula 1 and the dream to drive for Ferrari, the dream that Jules Bianchi was not able to achieve. And it coincides this moment, the maximum intensity of the song, and just listen the song and the story.
Someone calls me Jules, so it gives me a flat smile on my face. Someone remembers of him makes me smile because he needs to be remembered in this sport. He was a great driver, but also a great person.
Charles Leclerc talking about his old friend Jules Bianchi.
I'll just try and the most success possible to just thank him for everything he has done for me.
if you want something, you just have to really think about it all the time and try to do your best to have it, you know, and never give up.
And the ending with the piano and the sea at the background fits super well. Wow, this story makes me sad, but the music is absolutely beautiful, and this is a way you can use it in your stories. This song starts like high tension. It's very long, it's 7 minutes long. Let's focus on the most important parts. This is the middle part where the intensity highs up. This is also for a chasing a scene. Absolutely epic for a movie fight, a final challenge. This is absolutely epic. The triumph of the hero. And now the music slows down to reach the end. The ending of the story, the battle, the challenge, whatever you are exciting. How I use it in my edit. I use it for the same driver than in the previous video, Charles Leclerc, but this story is a bit different. It's about his second win as a Ferrari driver. The name is Tragedy for Glory because the first win was the previous weekend in Belgium. That weekend, a driver died in Formula 2. The celebration was not full because all drivers and staff around the Belgium were really sad. But Charles Leclerc, next week, after his first win, tragic win, he was able to win in Italy. All the Ferrari fans were there in Italy to watch Charles Leclerc winning, but the race was not easy for Leclerc because he has to face on to one of the best drivers in the Formula 1 history, Lewis Hamilton, in the Mercedes. Just listen how I use this music we listened before, how I use the tension moment at the beginning and the epic moment at the end when Charles Leclerc wins the race.
Continue pushing, Hamilton behind point 8.
He's fighting for the win, and all these guys are in favor of Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. This is Hamilton.
È attaccato, è incollato, concede l'esterno, vanno insieme alla seconda variante, corpo a corpo, corpo a corpo, corpo a corpo. push me off. Con Hamilton che va fuori e Leclerc tiene la posizione.
And now the music changed to the epic moment.
Il predestinato vince il Gran Premio d'Italia. Dopo 9 anni la Ferrari torna sul gradino più alto.
Absolutely magnificent atmosphere. As I said, this music is just perfect.
I've never dreamed of something like this before. It's above everything I've ever imagined in my career to have such a podium.
Wow, no more words needed. That's another example how to use the music, this instrumental music, in your stories, in your edits.
These last two songs were made by Scott Buckley, a music composer based on Sweden. He has a great library formed by Cinematic Original Music. It's free, just as long as you credit him. Check his library visiting his website. You have the link in the description of this video. In this playlist, you can find much more music you can use in your edits. Click here to get access.